Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to welcome you to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Daily Recap, where we give you a recap of all of the hot topics that we covered that day. You can catch them in their long format and also catch it fully streaming for free on Apple Podcasts. Y'all know sports media is a very, very interesting thing, right? Prior to us getting into this space some years ago, we didn't know anything about the space. Knew nothing about it. We just thought, okay, you produce videos and hopefully people like them and people subscribe to your channel and they continue to watch, and it goes from there. But as with anything, the more time you spend doing a particular thing, the more you learn about the intricacies of that thing that you're doing. And after spending 5 years doing this now, you begin to understand the inner workings of sports media. Now, what we began to notice was this tilt towards narratives that only seem to benefit LeBron James. At one point, there was a conversation taking place out there on Twitter back then, and really the debate then was between Kobe and Jordan. This is when Kobe had captured his 5th championship, and people were kind of comparing Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan. But then there was this kind of concerted effort that was put together around 2015, 16, thereabout, where all of a sudden you saw all of these different people in sports media coming out and saying, no, LeBron is should be in the GOAT conversation. LeBron should be in the GOAT conversation. And some of us were like, well, how did he skip Kobe? And then you looked at one person say it and the other person said it, and all of these various voices started popping up all over the place. You're like, who are these people? And as time started to go on, you started to realize that all of these people in one way, shape, or form or another were all affiliated or represented by Clutch Sports. You're like, well, what's going on here? Why is it every single one of these guys have some tie, whether it's explicit or inexplicit, to this particular group? How is this possible? And then now, in the modern day, when we talk about basketball and we hear these crazy takes, people always make the joke of, oh, the clutch checks didn't clear the clutch. It's a common joke that people make, right? Where people are essentially saying that most of these guys are bought and paid to just basically go out there and twerk it up all day long and pour honey all over the table for LeBron James. So what happened? Yesterday, I was listening to this heated back and forth that took place on Gil's Arena, featuring Gilbert Arenas. I think Nick Young was there, Wallow was there, and Rashard McCann. And they were talking about Bronny James, right? A topic that has become quite polarizing, and it seems like the only people out there really willing to give an honest take on Bronny James are the independent guys. People in mainstream media are not going to do it. He's going to sit up there, twerk it up, and play the game. So they're talking about it, and it's like everybody versus Rashard McCann. It's like the whole panel against him. And they're basically trying to make this argument for why Bronny is good for the NBA and other than Rashard's like, what are y'all talking about? And this and this and this, y'all enjoying this and then it gets to a point where Rashard is like fighting all of these people just to get his opinion out. And he says something. And I'm like, oops, he just let the cat out of the bag, where he essentially said, all of y'all are bought and paid for. And all of y'all have been programmed to say Bronny. And I was like, ooh, he's giving up the game. So what we want to do is play this heated exchange for you guys. I want you guys to listen to it carefully. And towards the tail end, Rashard McCann gives up the game. Take a listen to what these guys had to say here.
Hold on.
Get in there.
Performance, get your money. That's one way.
Yeah.
And then there's another group.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Social media. Right?
For sure.
You being good could get you money.
For sure.
All right?
For
you can average 25. You can get paid.
Right.
You entertaining.
What?
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Who's entertaining that's guaranteed?
Bronny James.
Mellow Ball.
Junior.
The fact that you just used that.
Mellow Ball.
What's good about it?
He's not entertaining.
What's good about it?
Mellow Ball.
Okay. Well, let me ask.
Bronny's very entertaining. Relax.
Where's the entertainment?
He's marketing.
Where's the
He's
entertainment?
marketing.
No.
kids.
You said
Marketable,
entertainment.
entertaining.
Huh?
You said entertaining.
Okay, but
Okay, his entertainment started from video gaming.
Yeah,
and
about
he-
that YouTube.
it's all part of it.
entertaining?
Him on
He
his
has
video
been-
game
Yes.
platform is entertaining.
Yes, YouTube.
I'm sorry you don't like the way it's been entertainment, but it's entertainment. That entertainment is
Do you watch
translated.
him?
That entertainment.
Do you watch
him?
Yeah.
But
you do?
you
During
watch
20, hey,
My
dur-
kids
during
watch
COVID,
it.
during COVID,
He just capped.
during COVID, he was the biggest thing on video
I
games.
have
Then
no
what
idea.
happened?
I have no idea because
Shot.
I
I'm
went
gonna
to the
tell you
game the
a
other day.
real
My
life
kids
example.
like, where Bronny James at?
Real life example. I asked
Tell
my
me.
son. I said, "Son, you can get any basketball jersey you want." He said, "I want Bronny."
He sold
I'm telling
I want Bronny.
He
He's
sold
7 years
500,000
old.
first week.
500,000.
500,000
So,
jerseys.
jerseys.
You could-
so
and we-
when someone said,
He has fans.
I'm just saying.
Dad has fans.
No,
What are y'all talking about?
see, you're not
It's a
listening.
No, it's a generation of people that like it.
You don't want
Nah.
to accept reality.
Give me the number sales for the USC jersey.
Oh, I got one.
Give
me
I
the
got
number.
Yeah, he got one.
I
That's
got
sold.
one.
We're not buying that
I got
Steve
two of
jersey.
them for my
I said, give me
kids.
the
They said, I
numbers.
We're not
want
buying that
one.
Steve
They said,
jersey.
Bronny going to USC?
Give me the
Sold.
I want one.
Give me the numbers.
I know I got two.
Give me the numbers.
I got two.
That's not enough.
That's a nasty
That's
jersey.
not
though.
enough.
And it was at the,
number.
I bought them from the
But what I'm
Nike
saying is,
store at the
when-
Grove.
when you're talking-
I bought them from the Nike store at the Grove.
Y'all talking about entertainment.
When you're talking, yeah,
I need to be entertained.
you got to be entertained.
Yes, because it's
Okay,
entertainment.
well,
But
you're
see-
not his fan.
You're not
You're not
his
his
fan.
fan.
But I watch entertainment.
You know, you watch your entertainment.
No, I watch
entertain
everything
you.
that's on the TV.
No, you
If it's
watch
on the
him.
TV,
No, he's
it's
not-
entertainment, right?
See, that's your
I should be
problem.
entertained.
Watch-
Okay, how about this?
He
You
got-
Why
average,
am I not entertained?
you
got
average,
Twitch?
you average 20. How about
watch
this?
Kai?
You
You watch
average,
Kai?
you playing basketball in the game, right?
Watch Kai?
And you average 10 points a game. You sell no jerseys,
Mm-hmm.
right? He plays no minutes. He sells 500,000. Who's worth more to the owner? You or him?
Man.
Depends on if the owner
No,
like
there's no
Kardashian.
depend.
I can
If
tell
the
you-
owner like Kardashian,
No, I like my money.
he gonna like me.
I like my money.
gonna like
No,
me.
I like my money.
He gonna like
Like
me.
me.
You are a you.
Hey, because I got a little bit about you.
I had
Don't I got a little bit about you?
God.
I got a little bit
All-Star.
about
You're, what I'm saying is, I pay. Listen,
I got something that we're gonna lose.
hold on. I'm paying you your salary, right, to be on this team. He's paying me my salary.
Who's paying? What are you talking about?
Him.
Money.
When you're selling 500,000 jerseys
At $100 a pop,
and
that's-
you're putting people in these seats because they just want to see you, you're paying me
I
for me to
guarantee
pay you.
Shot, if you have a player in the
Are y'all
NBA that
serious
averages
right
15
now?
points a game with
But
a
listen,
game
let me
on
just say
TV, and
Listen
they
to this.
promise Bronny gonna play
Checks in
30
the
minutes
mail.
a game, you know
Checks
how
in
many
the
people
mail.
tune
Can I
into
say
that
this?
game?
You don't like it?
mail.
You
Can I
don't
say
like
this?
it?
Checks in the mail.
Can I say this though?
Who's writing y'all checks, man?
No, can I say
Bronny?
this?
I was an all-star.
Can I
Say it
say this
again.
though?
Bronny?
Hold up.
Shot.
This is all I want to say. Hold up.
Hey,
Hold
Joe.
up. This is all I want to say.
I just
This is all I want to say.
As your teammate, Bronny.
First week, listen, in 1 week, you sell 500,000 jerseys at $100 a pop. That's 50 M's.
I mean, you buy for the number one pick.
Doing that?
Who's doing that?
50 M.
In 1 week.
He outsold his whole draft.
Yeah.
He outsold the whole draft, which means
Who got paid?
They already got the return on the
the
investment.
owner,
saying.
Lakers,
55th
You
pick.
can't answer that.
Lakers,
Who got
If
paid?
you can make
Lakers.
that
You're
much
not
money with
even
the
monetizing.
55th pick,
Lakers,
Lakers win.
Which
So
means
what's the entertainment value in that?
No, he's saying they need him. That's what
Which,
he's saying.
which,
they don't.
I'm
He
saying,
ain't
I'm not saying they need him,
I'm
but they
saying
want
this.
him.
I'm saying this. How much? That's 50 M's, right?
You need
How much was
people
my
watch-
4-year
You
guarantee?
need people watching.
Less than that.
4-year guarantee, $9 million?
You do.
I made you 50. Don't tell me I don't belong in this
Hey,
team.
Wallow.
What you talking
LeBron
about?
James is not-
I gave you $41 million plus.
LeBron
Don't ask
James is
me
not
about
on that
why I'm
But
here.
that-
It don't
Wait,
matter. It don't matter.
Wait till the
On that
sneakers
team.
come. Wait till the sneakers come.
Let me ask
But
you.
that makes the
If LeBron not on that
Wait till them
team,
Nikes come.
does he sell jerseys?
Wait till the
Okay, but that's
Yo,
I think anyway he went, he would sell a jersey.
Huh?
I think any team he'd win his jersey.
Hey,
I
look.
just asked a simple question.
Yes.
Hypothetical.
But that makes
We
If
can go-
LeBron James is not on the Lakers,
Yes.
he sells 500.
Yes.
Yes. LeBron James.
So
is
If
good.
Jello Ball,
Wait, wait.
if Jello Ball
You know
right
what?
now,
Jello Ball
I asked the
sold
question.
out.
Look,
if Jello Ball gets on the Lakers right now,
I asked y'all
he
the
gonna
question.
sell out.
I asked y'all the question, right? And you know,
For sure.
Jello Ball sold
you guys
out.
were
Ain't on
answering the
Lakers.
question before I finished it.
Because we don't
Dot, dot, dot.
Because you already got your answer.
Ask your question.
Because you
Shot.
already got your answer.
Okay,
Because
what is it?
checks in the mail. Checks in the mail. Say Bronny, yeah. Yeah. I ain't even said shit yet. Yeah. Bronny.
You said if
here.
If you
just
said if
wanna
he's not on the
support
team,
his
Outta here.
we just gave you another name.
outta here.
If Jello Ball right now,
He ain't selling 500.
Jello Ball,
No.
he gonna sell more than anybody in this
Man.
position. If Jello Ball gets a jersey right now, people are buying it.
So you heard what he had to say. Yo, don't spit in my face and tell me. This is the part that kills me. A lot of these guys that are talking sports think people are stupid. I don't understand. They think people are stupid. They think people can't see through the game. Like, it's almost as if there's this consensus out there that, like, okay, all the people that follow sports are dumb. They can't read between the lines, and they're just going to sit up here and gobble up everything that we say because we're so much smarter than them. Really? Really? You do know that there are a lot of intelligent, educated people that follow sports, right? I mean, you do know that there are a lot of people out there that are smarter than some of the people talking sports in their respective fields, but they just find the sport to be entertaining, so therefore they follow. And they can see through all of the BS games that people try to play. It is unbelievable to me that they think some NBA fans are this dumb and this naive that they won't be able to see through the games that they're playing. They all know the game. We all know the game. All right, we all know the game. We all know the game. How you notice all of these publications have all similar rankings. Like, yo, what's going on here? Every time I post a LeBron, Jordan, Kobe video, whatever it is, all of a sudden you keep getting these same bots posting the same comments over and over. Athletic, Bleach Report. I'm like, what's going on here? You post a video. Within 3 minutes of the video going out, you see a post that probably would have taken, what, an hour to research. To research alone. Let alone posting it. And they'll post it in the comments. Posting it from different bot accounts. Why? All in a concerted effort. All in this concerted effort. Controlling all of the searches. I'm like who do you who are we fooling here? Nothing made you ask yourself the question, why are all of these people in lockstep on this particular view? And this is the only guy on the island by himself essentially having an original thought. Like, what's going on? It is so apparent that the game is rigged. And now it's no longer about the actual substance. Is all about the narrative and how you can twist it and convolute it. And that's the reason why you got all of these fans, LeBron fans, running around here screaming and hollering, talking about LeBron the GOAT, knowing damn well there is no argument for LeBron to be the GOAT at all. Not at all. It's the power of marketing. But I love the fact that he basically exposed the game and exposed what we already know. That is one big game. You're going to be hard pressed to find people out there that are actually saying what they actually believe. Like, when I say saying what they believe, saying what they truly believe. And in the sense that I'm not covering for you and I'm not covering for you. I know behind the scenes we supposed to be like blah, 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 and I'm not supposed to say that kind of thing. There's very few people that can give you a straight up answer when it comes to these. Very few. It's very, very hard to get an honest opinion out of people. Like an honest one. An honest one. It's very, very hard. Very, very hard. Everybody has their lines rehearsed down to the T. You know, there's been this conversation surrounding the NBA talking about his ratings and the style of play and all of that. Is a conversation that's been going on intensively over the last 2 weeks or so. You've had people like Shaquille O'Neal chime into the conversation. You had the commissioner himself respond to some of the things that Shaq has said. But the general conversation is that, look, number one, the game has become a little bit too repetitive. The style of play is too redundant. Watching the same team, the teams out there pretty much go out there and play the same style every single night. You have that. I think BJ Armstrong came out there and made some comments where he said today's NBA players play like robots. They just search for three. They just look to shoot threes and search for fouls all game long. You have that as well. You also have the fact that players just seem to be they just seem to not care about the game the way that the players in the past used to. This can be exhibited in the recent All-Star games, which actually ties into what we're going to be discussing today. So what happened? Recently, Stephen A. Smith went on ESPN First Take and made some very strong comments about the current state of affairs with the NBA. So yesterday when I tuned into ESPN, it turns out that those comments that he made ended up ruffling a lot of feathers, and the NBA actually contacted him to basically give him an explanation as to why players don't seem to care about the All-Star game, and why the All-Star game is, for instance, this year they're introducing this new format, why they're trying so many things to get the players to be interested in it. And as he was talking, he pretty much gave the game away, where he explained the real reason why NBA players are refusing to compete. So what we'd like to do now is play exactly what Stephen A. Smith had to say here. Then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to that there.
Players, agents called yesterday after watching First Take to remind me of the inordinate amount of corporate partners, Doggy, that the NBA has, and how they feel like, the NBA players, particularly the agents, were articulating this message that the NBA players, or the NBA office, rather, the league, was catering to their corporate sponsors at the expense of the players. That, contractually we got to show up, but I'll be damned if we got to sit up there and play our butts off like, we're playing during a regular season or in a high competitive style matchup, because they feel like the league has catered to the corporate partners and appeasing them without giving players a piece of that pie. That's one of the reasons, it's not mandated that players participate in the slam dunk contest, for example. That's why you see a lot of them shunning that and what have you, because they point that out. My attitude, Doggy, is I don't give a damn. I don't want to hear that. First of all, when you consider the money that you're getting paid salary-wise, it's exorbitant. When you consider the games missed during the regular season due to load management or anything else, but the check still comes in guaranteed and on time, I don't want to hear that. But this is the biggest reason I feel this way. There is nothing wrong with somebody asking you to play as hard as you play when you're working out in the summer. That's the point. I didn't say the regular season. I didn't say the playoffs. I didn't say anything like that. I said when you're working out in the summer, playing amongst each other, you playing significantly harder than you play at All-Star Weekend. You got paying customers showing up there. Yes, corporate sponsors, all right, which helps the league get an 11-year, $77 billion contract that you're going to get a 50% piece of, okay? So let's take that into consideration. It's also a situation where you're looking at the league itself. You're looking at these players, and you got these stars showing up as well, and they're showing up to just watch a layup line, or you take wide open shots, give no resistance defensively whatsoever. That's a bit ridiculous, and that's what I'm saying. You can point to the corporate sponsors, and they may have an argument there. Maybe they should get a piece of the pie, All-Star Weekend in some capacity if there's additional dollars that are generated from corporate partners to your product. I understand all of that. Fine. But in the end, there is nothing on the planet that you can say if you're a player to justify you playing harder in the summertime, in your off time, amongst your peers than you do on All-Star Weekend. There is absolutely no excuse for that. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I heard their explanation. I wanted to put it out there to be fair, but in fairness, right back to them, I respectfully disagree with that being an excuse to look as disinterested and as apathetic and indifferent as you look on that Sunday afternoon of All-Star Weekend. There is no excuse for that.
So you heard what he had to say. Essentially, it's about money. They're saying that the league is pandering or placating a lot more into the hands of the sponsors. And I guess that the players want a reasonable cut out of the revenue that is generated from All-Star Weekend. Oh my God, it's about more money. You even heard Stephen A. Smith said, but he's like, yeah, you guys are getting paid exorbitant contracts you're getting paid enough money anyway throughout the regular season. So what's it going to hurt to put forth some effort throughout this weekend? This is basically a showcase. And the players are saying no. And the players are like, look, if you want us to care more, you need to give us more money. And that's the problem, because the NBA has turned into one big financial incentive. All right. It's turned into one big financial incentive. And what has happened is you have a group of professionals that have a highly specialized skill set that they have, that they can start making these demands. And if you don't meet their demands, it could actually hurt you. It's not like as if you have a company, for example, where you have an incentive-based payroll structure where you may pay them a base salary and then say, hey, look, if you want a little bit more, you work a little bit harder, we can give you like a bonus, so to speak, right? You can't have a situation in which those guys can just come out there and say, well, you know what, we're not going to work hard anymore unless you cut us in on every single thing and every single contract that you're doing. The reason that wouldn't work is because you could just replace them with somebody else with a similar skill set. But in the case of the NBA, they only have 450 spots in the world. So to replace a player like Anthony Edwards is going to be quite difficult. So what we have is a league where the players are basically holding them by the balls. And they're like, look, if you want us to play hard and put forth an effort, you're going to have to pay us at every single level. And if there's going to be a bunch of cash being made on the All-Star weekend, we want to be a part of it. We want a part of it. It's the same thing with the NBA Cup. You think if there wasn't a financial incentive, those guys wouldn't be doing it? Didn't you see how what LeBron was saying last year? And he's like, man, I want to win that 500 grand. I'm trying to win that 500 grand. LeBron James is a billionaire, but he still wanted to win that $500,000. That was also an incentive. You may think, oh, but yeah, but they have enough money. So like, no. There's never enough money. So what this all boils down to is the fact that they want to make that moolah. If you want me to be fine, if you wanted me to be interested in your project, you got to pay me. Forget about the tradition of the game. Forget about whether or not even the All-Star game gets deleted. Who cares? You're going to have to pay me. Folks, this is where we are with the NBA today.